Hi. So before we get started today, I want to say welcome to so many people who have started subscribing to the channel. Some of you guys have actually said in the comments, congratulations on 4,000 subscribers, guys. We're really growing a community here and I'm so excited about it. So if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I react to old nostalgic TV shows that I have never heard of from the UK. And if you're interested in like what shows I've been watching and reacting to, click on the playlists below. I've made playlists of all of the shows as I'm working through them. So I want to say thank you. And I hope you're enjoying the journey as much as I am. And with that having been said, let's get started. We are going to be watching Rhubarb episode 4, complete with, let's watch these amazing credits I've been hearing so much about. Wow. Oh, here he is. Amazing. Ooh, Zippy. Amazing. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I can see why you guys love that theme song. It's incredible. And that was really, really well performed. The musicality throughout, let alone the artistic achievement here, really amazing. Let's move on to what I'm sure will be a much less impressive part of the show, which is the actual show itself.
Good gracious me.
Oh dear.
Rhubarb on a very windy day.
Yeah.
Good gracious me. What a funny day it is. It's almost too thick to walk through. I've never known such a thick day. Rhubarb ran into the wind and was then thrown back up to the house. What a rubbery day.
Oh boy. A house is about to fall on somebody's sister.
Not a squeak nor a peep from anyone. Just Rhubarb springing back and forth and the wind howling.
Oh dear.
As Rhubarb was springing back up to the house, he reached out and caught hold of his tree and held on with all his might. Oh dear, panted Rhubarb in a breathless sort of way. The day is slipping all one way and breaking the leaves off the tree. If only I could stop the day from slipping, I could save the leaves. But when a day starts to slip, there's nothing anyone can do. When the sun went down and the wind went, Rhubarb stood wobbling on the lawn with his fur stretched as long as string.
Oh dear.
Now, what sort of a day would do a thing like that? Grumbled Rhubarb, falling into his bed, dog-tired and feeling very ropey. Next morning, Rhubarb woke up and carefully opened the door.
You gotta check.
Went out into the garden to find that the new day wasn't at all thick or even slipping. Well, blow me down. No, that's not what I mean.
You've done it.
Rhubarb. Dearie me is what I really mean. Oh, he said, as he looked about and saw that there was only one leaf on the tree. Even the leaves have slipped off the tree, said Rhubarb. And with that, he clipped out his claws.
Uh-oh.
And bounced about the garden, collecting up leaves and piling them by the tree.
Oh, that's helpful.
Okay, to mend the tree, shouted Rhubarb, and all the birds screeched with laughter. Custard leapt up onto the fence and grinned at Rhubarb's tree-mending feet, all clogged up with leaves.
If only yard work was this.
As soon as Rhubarb had finished piling up all the leaves, he bounded off up to the shed to get some glue and a ladder. When a gust of very wriggly wind blew into the garden and scattered Rhubarb's leaves all about.
Custard loves it. These birds.
The birds spun round and round in the sky, and Custard somersaulted and autumn-saulted all along the fence. And Rhubarb shouted at the top of his bark, but nobody could hear him, as the wind blew all the leaves and Rhubarb's voice far away up into the sky. As Rhubarb stormed back up to the house, speechless and in a very bad mood. Custard was caught up in a whirl of wind and went spinning up and down the top of the fence, screeching and screaming. "This is one catastrophe I wouldn't miss for all the bones in a dinosaur," squealed Rhubarb as he found his voice and shouted above the howls of Custard and the wind. "It's an ill wind that blows no good, and custards are good for nothing."
Okay, we can't listen to the theme song. If you know, you know. I was really struck by the animation. I mean, as you can tell, like I did a little bit of this stop animation just to try to, to try to do this theme song cover, and it's so manic and it's so crazy and it's so sort of bold and simple, and the color choices also you can sort of see it here in this still. The shade of pink, the shade of yellow, like it's so bold, it's so in your face. And everything moves so fast. It's just so manic. I was struck by that, but then I was also struck by the writing is sort of silly. I won't say that it's sophisticated, but it is kind of clever. I've never heard a windy day as being described as everything's just sort of slipping one way. I don't know. That's really sticking with me. That's a really clever way of describing that. And then, him being all ropey and, like the way that a windy day can sort of like discombobulate you. I thought that was really nice. I mean, obviously, people have been talking about these birds and talking a little bit more also about Custard himself and this antagonistic relationship that they have. I guess there are no humans in this show. Are people going to show up? I sort of feel like maybe no. Or maybe like in a Charlie Brown kind of way where there's like a voice somewhere. But like, are there humans involved in any of this? Probably. I feel like probably not. This doesn't feel like a world where humans really need to get involved. Yeah, I know you guys love this show, and I love it too. I gotta say, like, it's kind of the show, if I'm being honest, it doesn't really lend itself to like a single viewing, right? This is the first time that I'm watching this stuff, and you can only watch for the first time once. But it's so manic and it's so crazy. I don't know. I may have to do a sort of second take kind of version of this show and come back and look at it again. It's hard to keep up with. Like it's definitely like an overload kind of experience. But yeah, you guys love it and I do too. It's an awakener is what it is. If you're watching this early in the morning, hello. Welcome to the rest of your day.